Welcome to Calvin, the Digital Creative School. Heyo, what's up everyone? Welcome to today's stream. We're going to continue working on the snake running through the Counter-Strike 2 maps using a Blender and Resolve. I rendered some of the shots we worked on yesterday overnight, and yeah, they are ready to comp in Resolve. So let's do that. I got a fresh project here. Then usually I just import the whole project folder to like make it easier to have everything always up to date. Let's see. This is it. I'm going to put that in my... Oh, actually no. So I'll just import the whole project folder here into the master. And it will basically replicate yeah, our folder structure that we already had. Oh shit, I forgot to change something. Up here, I'm gonna switch to automatic, so it's importing image sequences as image sequences. Now let's do that again. Still no image sequence. That's strange. Okay, I guess. Okay, let's actually undo that again and force it to be image sequences. Yes, sequence. Now it should really be a sequence. Okay, yeah, now it is. Okay, so yeah, we got all our footage here. Look at this beautiful snake. Okay, I'm gonna create a new timeline here. Snake in CS2 map V1. Yeah, and let's drop all of our image sequences in here, all of these. All right, nice. Let's look at them. I think it looks pretty cool. Turned out pretty nice. Yeah, feels it definitely feels like a snake. It feels kind of creepy in a cool way. I'm also surprised like how organic it feels for some reason. It's even though it's just like literally just a curve deform modifier, but it still feels very slimy, like a slimy snake. All right, let's get into comping. So my usual workflow is I select EXRs because right now the EXRs, they don't have the correct color space, and we can do that in a few different ways. My favorite way is to select them and apply a LUT here. No, it wasn't this. It was LUT AGX filmic view transform. Yes. So linrec 709 to RE log C. Yeah, and then these are like super flat now. And yeah, then I basically go into one of these image sequences, the JPEGs. And then I drop the EXR in here. Basically replace the media in with the EXR, because then, oh, actually, let's not replace it. Let's just put it on top. So this one. Oh yeah, we need to select the layer here, combined. All right, here we go. Okay. And now I'm just putting this as the output, and this can go to the side. Okay. I like to still keep the JPEG for like things that need just like quick playback, like camera shake or something. If I add camera shake, I usually use the JPEG to just quickly be able to watch it in real time, because yeah, the EXR is a very cool format, but it's not real time, right? Like it's placed back with like 11 frames per second, which isn't terrible, but yeah, JPEG is basically real time. So you want to still have that option. Okay, so the next thing you need to do to get the correct light, the correct colors, is adding a LUT, file LUT, and then you want to navigate where you have your LUTs. Let me check here. LUTX, yes, open file location. Okay, basically this path. Then you want to navigate there. And you can select any of these LUTs. They all have a little bit of a different look. I personally really like the print v2, so let's just load that. And you can immediately see now it looks much more correct. I think I actually have also a preset for that. Blender, yeah, Blender print v2. I have that already. So let's just get that out of here. But actually, I'm gonna keep it in here and just like try out some of the other LUTs. And for that, I'm gonna do a copy and select one of the other ones. Let's see, I'm gonna go with Resolve, AGX Resolve. Okay, it's a bit more balanced than the colors, because this one, it's definitely got a blue tint to it, which is not bad, but it makes it look a little bit washed out. Let's try the punchy here. Rock and punchy, no, it's not so different. What is this? Similar, but a bit softer. This one's also kind of nice. Come on, schönen Tag noch. Oh, this one is extremely blue. It's like cinema. Oh, this one looks pretty nice. Yeah, looks a bit cinematic. Puzzle. Oh, this one's way too blue. Instant film. Oh, this one looks very analog. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can get like a lot of like a good start in your look already by choosing one of these LUTs here. Let's see, print v1. Oh, this one is kind of strange. v3, very blue. Plastic. I think I'm gonna go with plastic reverse. No, not this one. There was another one. Instant film. A little bit to the contrast. Crazy negative. No, which one was it? This negative? No. Ah, I should have duplicated it when I liked it. Maybe it's this one. This one actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Kind of like fits the vibe of this map a little bit. Yeah. This one is just too blue. Let's put this in here. We can also switch around with these two by just selecting both and pressing Ctrl P to turn one off and the other on. Yeah, this one actually looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, and then let's just add a few things that make it look a little bit more realistic. For example, the prism blur. It gives you a slight blur and some chromatic aberration. I want to make sure that the aberration strength is on 1, and then the aberration distance is very small. Just a little bit of chromatic aberration. Blur strength. Usually also you want to keep it like extremely low. Just like give, because a lot of CG rendering has this like unnatural sharpness. So usually you want to tone that down a little bit, but not much. One. Barely visible. 1.5. Yeah, I guess like that. Yeah, okay, prism blur here. And then maybe also a little bit of a distortion, lens distortion. Distortion. Oh, is this the slow lens distortion? Yeah, this is the slow one. That's like a fast and a slow one. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one is faster. Yeah, a little bit of distortion makes it feel a little bit more interesting. And so let's see. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Nice. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty solid. All right, let's add some glow here. Let's use my Halva glow, of course. Let's put it before the lens distortion, actually. So for these shots, I want like just really the highlights to glow a little bit. Even lower the gain a little bit here. Very soft glow. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, just adds a little bit of like atmospheric feeling to it. Okay, I think honestly this could already be most of it. I think I'm gonna go into color grading now to like give it a little bit more of a more fitting look, a little bit more of color balance, and then also add a little bit of grain on top. Oops, I didn't want that. So let's do a little bit of grading here. Mhm. Yeah, just a little bit of contrast boost. It's kind of cool. All right, something that I usually always do at the end of the grading chain is this luminance versus saturation. So I usually think it looks pretty cinematic, pretty good when you have your shadows completely black and your highlights completely black. I mean, white. No saturation, no light, no color in the highlights. Maybe I should increase the saturation in general, though, a little bit here. I'm going to do that before the contrast. Yeah, a little bit more saturation. This much. Let's see what we can do with the color temperature too. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. It's a bit more stylized. Yeah, but I think it's a cool vibe. Yeah. Alright, let's copy this to the other ones. Oops, no, I copied. I want to copy this to here. To here. Yes. And then we also need to copy the fusion settings. We can do the same thing as in the color page, but in the fusion page. It's pretty nice if we enable here the clips. And we can just middle click on this, override, and then also here override. We just gotta import the correct EXR sequences.
So real.
It is real!
Snakes.
Snake, it's a snake.
Nagini! dachte an dasselbe. Is it for is it for Nagini or?
No, this is for Counter-Strike.
Ah, okay.
So Counter-Strike, yeah.
Are they introducing a magic wand?
I wish. Yeah, you know, we should have the final look here in the timeline. Actually, let me enable the viewport caching so we can watch it back in real time. Here's smart caching. Alright. And something that I would also usually like to add here is some grain, some film grains. So let me add overlays folder and then import my go-to film grain here. Assets, effects, video effects, and then I have my overlay here. And this is my nice film grain, yes. Alright, let's just put it on top. Oh, actually, I'm gonna create a looping timeline of it first. Film grain, just so we can simply loop it. Right. Just gonna copy, paste it a few times. That should be long enough. Let's put that on top. And now we're gonna select overlay here in the composition, composite style, composite mode. Usually, like lowering the opacity is a good idea. So just try 70. Okay, yeah, now you should be able to look at it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, there wasn't much I wanted to add to this render. Just like a few little things that help to make it look more realistic. I'm also thinking of maybe adding a lens flare. Not sure if it's maybe. Oh, this shot is beautiful. Oh, I wanted to add a little bit of camera shake, yeah, to the shots. Make it a little bit more realistic. Yes, camera shake for sure. Camera shake, and I'm gonna experiment with lens flares. Let's see. Now also perfect timing to try out the to use the JPEG sequence again to add some camera shake. Camera shake, which one was the better one? I think it was this one. Yeah, and then we can dial it in real time. Scale. Usually, I like to have like a very fast but small camera shake, and then like a slow and bigger one, depending on the shot, what the shot needs. Having these like micro jitters usually help to make it feel more realistic. Yeah, like this. Then I'm gonna add another one. We add a reflective here. Let's add another camera shake. This one is gonna be slower, but bigger. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's crop in a little bit. Or should we? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of like replication of the edges visible there. So let's just crop in a little bit. It's already too much probably. Just need a tiny bit of cropping. Yeah, that should be cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is a good camera shake. I'm gonna add it. I think I'm gonna add it right after the color grading. It's probably one of the first things that should be added. Actually, I'm gonna add it after the glow and before the lens distortion. Yes. Okay, and then let's copy paste this camera shake. Adjust it a little bit for the shots. This one, for example, would be interesting if it had a little bit faster movement here, like bigger movement, because we're zoomed in. Yeah, this feels pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna increase the speed, the scale of the micro jitters here a little bit. Yeah. This into the sequence. Okay, cool. And the last one. The last one should be the shakiest since the snake is very close. The this one, yeah, should be pretty intense. And then this can also be a bit bigger and faster. A bit distracting, honestly. It should be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then it could chill down towards the end, though, because the snake is not close to the camera anymore. So it feels a bit strange when it's still shaking so much. We go to the end and then like make it a very low amount. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I think we got it now. Hmm, we share an idea. Dates with these cookies together. Let's see. Kind of strange. That's a good mix. The cookie and the date. Alright, I think it's cool. I'm gonna send this to the editors, see how they like it. I'm pretty happy with it. And next we're gonna work on the most complicated shot, which is the snake jumping through a smoke grenade into the camera. Oh, alright. Can't stop watching it, it's so cool, so satisfying. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna export the next HR directly. 1 bit should be enough. No audio. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna do H.264 from that. Yo, Wrench, what's up? Thank you. Liver. CS2 map. Do shot 1, 2, 3. B1, yes. Okay. Let's prepare the next shot. So it's gonna be a challenge. Okay, we need to animate the snake jumping into the camera. I think we're gonna do all that first, and then no, actually, let's figure out the location where it can happen, and then we're gonna set up the camera, and then animate the snake, and then we're gonna do the smoke simulation with AmberGen. Should probably use the rendered view because the lighting is very important. This position. Oh, actually, I think he wanted it to be on a bomb site. Where's the bomb site? Do we see it here? Plaza B. So I guess this is a bomb site. No pasar. Really laggy right now because I'm rendering. Okay, it's smooth again. It's probably finished. Is that direction? A. Okay, let's see. No pasar. A. Okay, this is also bomb site, I think. Okay, let's just see which one looks nicer. Yeah, the spot is pretty bright. By the way, there's like holes in the geometry because I deactivated a bunch of models for the viewport. They're only being shown in the final render. Let's go to bomb site B again, which is over here. See how that looks. Yeah, looks a little bit more interesting. I think a little bit more balanced lighting wise. Yeah, let's do it here. Okay. So Snake 2. Let me do a new version of this first of all. Hmm. This area light. Oh, it's still my standard light. Okay, we don't need that one. It's pretty unnecessary. It's just in the middle of nowhere. Okay, for that animation, we don't need the path though. We just need the rigged stake. Which I think should still be in here, right? Nice, yeah, there it is. That's we're gonna place here, yeah. Let's see. Bomb site smoke shot 1. I think I would want to figure out what direction looks the best. Maybe I'll do like a few test renders with a wider lens so I can see a little bit more. And I think, oh yeah, a wider lens is also pretty good for the snake to strike. So let's, where could it be? This direction already looked kind of interesting. Maybe if we have this statue here a little bit in the foreground, I think that could also give the whole shot a little bit of nice depth. Yeah, okay, let's do a render here. Let's see how it looks. Oh wait, I'm using both of my GPUs. I should not do that while I'm streaming. Okay, here we go. Just one GPU. Ah. Okay, looks a little bit flat, but this is basically how it looks in Counter-Strike, so I guess it's accurate. Yeah, okay. I think we can do it here. I mean, I can just parent the animation of the snake to the camera, anyways, so that we can move the whole scene somewhere else if we wanted to. Let's try that. Let's try to animate the snake. With the empty here, where snake and pelican is parented to. Snake bite shot mover. Yep. Snake liver one. Is it correct? Slither M1? No, not M. Slither 1. This is snake bite. Right one in here. And the camera. How much for the empty? So it always moves together with. Without inverse. Could break it. Yeah, it broke it. Okay, let's do not with inverse. Let's just do it normal. Transform so they stay where they are. Okay. I'm wondering why the playback is still so slow. It's gonna be a bit difficult to animate like this. Disable the stats. Okay, now we're real time. Okay. It's definitely because of the set. Even though I already deactivated so much, I'm kinda confused. It doesn't look like so much geometry right now. Let's actually check the wireframe. No, I mean it's still it's still a lot of geometry, but not crazy much, I think. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, sure. I guess it's too much geometry. I guess we could also animate it without out the environment. Just gotta make sure that the snake is the right size. I think a little bit bigger. Like, yeah, I think that's about the same size we had in the other shots. I was just worried a little bit if it's. Well, I got so tired suddenly. I'm a bit worried if it's too big that it's gonna look a bit weird. Like this huge thing coming, kind of like eating the whole smoke plume, you know? But that's fine. Oh yeah, let me render the H.264 and send it to the director. Yeah, this shot is cool. Yeah. Converted to H.264 with a shutter encoder, the best video encoder, video converter. Drop it in here. Oh, what? No, thank you. X4, yes, 4, suffix, H2, 6, 4. Let's start the function. Okay, got it. Why so tired? Come on. Okay. Okay, let's deactivate the map so I can animate properly. Oops, what the fuck? Okay, I would say I'm just gonna kind of like do individual poses. Because I'm planning on to like not show the snake anyways during the most of the time. And then it just like kind of comes out of the through the smoke towards the camera and eats the camera. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna create some key poses and then some in-betweens if necessary. Okay, I'm gonna start with the one of like maybe like the main dangerous pose, kind of like the snake biting for the camera. It'd be cool if we could still see the back of it a little bit. Let's see if we do this and then do individual origins. Maybe the other half, or maybe just like the middle part in the other direction. Oh yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, now we have like a slithering. A Slytherin. So we can also just move this. Yeah, okay, let's use this. Okay, keyframe. I'm gonna go forward 10 frames and let's do the snake like fully eating the camera. Maybe even like closing it a little bit more even. Okay. Yeah, that could work. Okay, then let's go 10 frames back. The position here. It's basically right before the jump, maybe. Let's have the mouth close a little bit again. Wait, let's disable these with XYZ things. What? Axis? No. Position? Oh, interesting. Thick? I think I'm gonna keep that, but I'm gonna make it wire, so it's a bit easier to work with. Yeah. And maybe also, I'm gonna put inside of the mouth for this. It's probably not even gonna be visible, but let's do it. Ja?
Urgent question, can I
Oh.
use your Fusilli?
Ja, ich glaube, das ist nicht mal meine.
Oh, okay.
Aber,
Ist die andere deine?
no, das Ding ist, ich glaube, ich habe die mal gekauft
Ja.
und dann hat die jemand auch aufgegessen und danach gekauft. Also
ist es
so
theoretisch
gemeinsam.
deins.
Ich glaube schon, aber ja, kannst gerne.
That's okay.
Let's try.
Das ist der ewige Spur.
Try if we can like animate some slithering movement here manually.
Wie wir letztes Mal zwei Monaten,
It feels a little bit like it's aiming in the wrong direction. I think it should be aiming a little bit more towards the camera. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Let's do 5 frames later. The mouth is fully closed. Well, this looks pretty broken. I mean, as long as it works, no one will care. And yeah, I think the snake needs to rotate in the other direction here. Okay, the last one should also have the snake move forward a little bit. That's yeah. I think we should get away with a lot here. Like, it not being completely correct should be totally fine in this shot, since it's just like crashing through the smoke. Let's add the map back in. I just want to make sure that it's not inside of the wall or something. And that we could move everything together away again. Yeah, I think we need to move back a little bit. Or maybe we just remove the wall here and we have the snake come through the wall. Let's- Snake on the floor. Okay. Pretty bad right now. Can we improve it? I think, yeah, the problem is it doesn't really make sense. It's like coming from over there, but then rotating over here. Yeah, let's try to get the timing a little bit more correct. Slows down a little bit back here, so maybe this up a little bit. Like going left and right is a bit too much. Should stay a bit straighter, I think. It doesn't move at all anymore. Oh shit, I didn't move all the keyframes at the same time. Damn it. Ah, that's why it's like so confused now. I need to undo everything. Or like at least my retiming of the keyframes here. Okay, now it seems to be overlapping again. It shouldn't open its mouth so far. Maybe it should. Yeah, maybe not that much. More like this. Okay, I think it could work. We just need to make it feel a little bit more impactful. Maybe like, yeah, the timing definitely a little bit. Oh no, again, I just had one bone selected. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, here we go again. Oh, that's fast. Yeah, that could work. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, the snake is definitely already like moving through the smoke here, so the animation should be a little more detailed, I think. Let's see. Or maybe I'll just do everything a bit slower. So there's barely any forward movement here. I think I need to change that a little bit. Like in general, the snake should jump from a little bit farther away, so maybe we can just adjust these things here a little bit. Scaling it down, maybe? Yeah, that also feels a bit better. Jumping towards the camera from way further in the back. Yeah, it feels a little bit better. It's also, while we're at it, make the last keyframe not slow down, because that always kind of like makes it feel less powerful. Yeah, and maybe I'm gonna slow everything down a little bit more. Like I want to have the jaw being open, for a little bit longer. Expanding a little bit still. Mhm. Feels a little robotic now. Wait, what if we did everything as a automatic curve? Let's see. It's a little bit better. Well, see. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You can also have the fangs like extend forward. That's, yeah, very creepy. Okay, how does it look like with the map? I think it could work. Just kind of like waiting there. Yeah, this moment is a bit strange where it's like the whole tail. Oops, whoa, what the fuck? Where the whole tail is in the wall there. Yeah, I think that could work. I'll make this a little bit slower, maybe like by 2 times. Let's do it again without the map, just to be able to watch in real time. Yeah, okay. Let's do here sync. Also, we already have sync to audio. Okay, I just want to check that the time we have is long enough. Yeah, I think that's long enough. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna try Embergen now. I think it's also a good idea to move everything to the origin point, because Embergen I think starts from 0, like their domain, and I'm not sure if there's a way to offset it that easily. So I'm actually gonna put a empty here just to make sure that we keep this position. Position 1. We set this position of this. Okay, yeah, and then just export the mesh and the camera. I think as an alembic was the best way. Let me open up Imagen again and see what we can import there. While it's loading, I guess I'll just export the alembic and the FBX. Let's see what works better. Um, hmm. Yeah, just everything, I guess. But wait, only a selected selection only. Yes. Okay, we be exporting. Alembic is done. Imagen is still loading. Okay, let's export the FBX in the meantime too. Export BX. Selected objects. Animation. This thing here, simplify, fucked me up so many times already. No simplification of the animation, please. I don't even know why it's on by standard. It just changes your animation basically. It just makes it yeah, it breaks it sometimes completely. Alright, finally. We got Embergen. Okay, let's see. Do we have already like a preset with smoke? No explosion, just straight up smoke, please. Beam, maybe smoke shockwave we could use. And then we just change some things. Yeah, let's try that.